And then he put the region on his back as Dio.
Yeah.
Man's the legend.
He also was ranked here for Melee at one point, like in 2014, I think. So
he's real good.
Yeah, he's good. People need to put some respect on the name. Oh, he's playing Wolf? Okay, so I actually know a decent bit about this matchup.
Okay.
Because Mitten plays Olimar, and he's in my region. And I have a Wolf secondary that used to be my main. So
all right, let him know. What we got?
So yeah, that's something that you want to see, is if you get latched onto with Pikmin, you can kill them most of the time with just a full hop nair.
Okay.
A short hop nair sometimes won't work, though, just because the damage is lower.
Oh, right, because the multiplier.
Yeah.
I always forget about that.
Yeah, me too.
It was weird that they put that in there.
Yeah. So basically, you can outrange some of Olimar's stuff, like with things with your F tilt. So you want to use that a lot too.
Right.
And just like don't. I see that Thunder is like kind of jumping a lot at to get in against Bill, but like jumping in is a really easy way to get swatted away by a purple.
That's true. So he definitely has to be careful for those purples, especially like purple F smash kills him. Purple back air destroys him. Look at that. That does so much damage. Right
Kills really early.
Yeah, really strong move there.
Oh, and he hits him with the up tilt?
Yeah, that was
yeah,
up tilt.
That move is stupidly strong for how quick it is. It's just the hitbox is quite small, so.
Yeah. And it's low-key a taunt, because he like wipes his nose afterwards.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's like the best taunt that Wolf has.
Oh, that's funny.
But the thing about Olimar, or Alf in this example, is that they still sort of lack defensive options when they're in the air, besides air dodge. So if you can get them popped up in the air, you can do a lot. Like, you can just sort of keep hitting them until they make you stop.
Especially. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Especially because Wolf has very good tools for doing that with his up air and his fair. They cover so much space that you can keep Olimar in disadvantage for quite a lot. It's just the Olimar can go off the stage and then throw his Pikmin away and go to the ledge because Wolf can have trouble edge guarding, but he can sometimes fall down with the nair, of course. Okay, so he has him coming down with the nair, trying to set up a tech chase. So DKbill is almost at that percentage where he's going to get a tech chase from like a strong fall or a weak fall down there into something like down smash, of course.
Ooh, that's actually death for Thunder. Didn't have, just barely missed the ledge there. Didn't have enough to get back. And that's one of the things that people were talking about when this game first came out. They're saying Wolf's recovery isn't that great. I still think it's not that great. It's serviceable, but for a character that good, you feel like the recovery would just be better.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the type of thing where it's one of the things that keeps him like at least a little bit honest, right?
Right.
Is that like some characters have a very easy time edge guarding him. Like Puff, for instance, is a weird character that has a very easy time edge guarding Wolf. Even though you wouldn't think like a character like Puff would do that well against her.
It makes sense. I mean, Puff has insane airspeed, solid aerials.
Yeah, she can just like keep hitting Wolf when you're off stage to the point where like he can't even start up his up B or side B.
Yeah.
Just keep hitting.
Oh, that's it.
Yep, blue up throw. So first game going to Thunder here. Or not Thunder, DKbill. Sorry, my bad. It's also like he doesn't want to go his Shadas either because those characters suck against Alf and Olimar.
Yeah, so. I was wondering if we might see a switch, but I don't know if we will. I think Thunder didn't really do that bad that first game. I mean, honestly, what can you do besides keep killing the Pikmin? Make sure you don't get caught out by a purple, and then the other thing you're always looking for is when you're at like the kill throw percent, that blue Pikmin. Other than that, as long as you don't get hit by something stupid, which I know Olimar, but I feel like Wolf does pretty well in this matchup.
Okay, fair nair, but he gets back out. I know we said that Olimar does quite badly in disadvantage, but he does have his whistle. Which can be quite good for him in that situation.
Totally forgot about the whistle. That has armor, right?
Yeah, it has armor.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much, it has like armor to the point where you're just like not going to, you're not gonna die if they hit you when you're whistling, like ever, pretty much.
Who gave him that?
Good back air.
I'd like to speak to whoever gave him that, because
yeah,
I don't know if I agree with that one. Sakurai, give me your number.
It's like, man.
We'll put it in the
Why
chat.
is this character good? I thought they learned their lesson from Brawl.
I'm okay with him being good. Just like, you know what? No. I'm just completely fine with him being good. There's nothing else.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, he's kind of annoying to play against.
Oh,
it just feels
true.
like sometimes you're winning, and then he hits you a couple times, and it's like, wait, I'm at 80?
His damage output is nuts. He's really, Olimar and Alf are characters that when you fight against them, you really, really have to pay attention. You know, sometimes you'll have a couple interactions with your opponent, and you won't even be looking at your percent, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm still good. You look down at your percent against an Olimar, and it's like, oh my god, why am I at 120?
That's because, like, I feel because they're Pikmin, like, they latch onto you and they don't, like, put you in knockback or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes you don't pay attention to that, and you can also just, like, throw a bunch of Pikmin at you really quickly, and that can do a lot of damage. So, oh, please don't die.
No, he died.
I jinxed it.
He tried to drift away to avoid that down air, but he just drifted too far. It doesn't matter. He gets the back air to kill.
The fair reverse aerial rush back
Ooh.
air, yeah. Yep. So it looks like it's dead even now, but he would be like a full stock ahead if he hadn't killed himself there.
That's true. And that's another part of having a bad recovery. You saw he was expecting the down air. We saw the down air come out from DKbill. So if he gets hit by that, he's done. So he had to try to drift away, and it still killed him just because bad recovery. It limits your options off stage. Oh, this could be big trouble for Thunder. He actually makes it back. That's good.
Oh, he's dead, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Bad DI. He was DIing for the up. The up throw.
Very good DI mix up there from DKbill.
He could have avoided it just by holding in because that would have covered both DIs, but I guess he just was like so focused on like DIing the up throw that he DI'd either side. And
yeah.
But let's see if he can switch it up. Okay, so he's... I kind of like, in this matchup, I like going to Battlefield. I wonder where they're going to go this time. Back to town.
Yeah. Which is fair. Honestly, I don't know if it's just the fact that the game is still pretty new. There are very few stages in this game that are super polarizing, right?
Yeah.
So Kalos, I think, is one of them. FD, I think, is one of them. And then there's like the more controversial stages, obviously like Yoshi's Island or things like Lilat. But other than that, oh wow, that's not gonna do it. But dude, that's a really good dare.
He worked so hard for it, and it didn't even work out.
It almost did.
Down throw fair.
Yeah, you see DKbill just getting almost all that percent right back.
Yeah. You guys are from New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, D told me about that, that you guys came down here. That's cool. That's pretty neat.
Not that far, only like an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right, we live like literally right at the border.
Oh, okay.
The UC Canada from downtown Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually been to New York State. I've been to the States a few times, but I've never actually been to New York, which is kind of funny.
New York sucks. It's
hey,
like
dude.
a couple, like one big city, a couple smaller cities, and then the rest is just like Kentucky.
Yeah. That's funny.
Definitely would not recommend visiting that state unless it's to go to Buffalo to go to one of our tournaments. You know, and the Buffalo TO after all.
I do like Detroit actually quite a lot. I've been there a couple times.
That is the first time I've heard anybody say anything positive about Detroit.
Dude, they like the architecture in like downtown can be quite pretty.
Okay. So Buffalo is like if you took Detroit and just removed a lot of the things that make Detroit kind of nice.
Yeah, they got food, fast food that we don't have here.
Oh yeah.
Like Chick-fil-A, but we're getting our first one soon. You know the only Chick-fil-A in Detroit is inside a hospital?
Really?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is low-key overrated. But
I guess that's fair to say because you're from the States. But like we don't have it here, so.
We just got one here. Let me tell you, you're not gonna want to go in like the first 6 months because it's gonna be packed.
Fair enough.
Speaking of packed, Thunder is packed with percent right now.
Good segue.
He just keeps eating these Pikmin right to the face. Like it seems like no matter how hard you try to kill them, they keep coming back.
I love Thunder's confirms. He's like getting those forward air, back air confirms pretty consistently, and he just ran up and raw back aired him.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you have to do. You know, I think a lot of times Alpha players or Olimar players, they sort of expect you to respect that little space that they have. So when you pop up right in their face, it can lead to just killing them. Especially, he's a pretty light character. I mean, first of all, he's way too big. I know it makes sense for him to be this size because it's a video game, but he's normally like the size of like what, like a nickel?
Oh yeah, he's like a couple centimeters tall, I think.
Yeah, crazy.
Yo, imagine if he was a couple centimeters tall in Smash. Oh, he's dead. Hit him with the quick, fair back air. Let's go, Thunder.
Another good confirm, like you were talking about. Thunder doing a really great job of when he finally gets in on DKbill, he's able to get percent. He's able to get these kills. It's just, it's such like a rough fight just to get in because you're taking all this damage and there's all these little stupid plant things coming at you and oh my god.
Yeah. Something else I noticed about Thunder is he's never struggles to kill with Wolf because sometimes it can be hard when you can't find the setup or whatever into your kill move. But he's able to he never fishes for a particular kill setup. He just sees which ones are available to him. So sometimes it'll be fair to back air. Sometimes it'll be up tilt, and he'll do it when it presents itself to him instead of just fishing for one in particular. Because I noticed a lot of Wolves who aren't as good will do that.
Right. And that's something you want to avoid with pretty much any character. You want to make sure that you're not super obvious when it comes kill time. Obviously, if you have like a confirm, go ahead, go for it. Wait for your opportunity and get it. But you can't just be sort of throwing things out and just hoping. I know that's a thing people say you can do a lot in this game, but if I can throw out a bunch of stuff, that means you can throw out a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that people are kind of overestimating, or not, they're exaggerating the whole, man, everything's safe on block in this game, and I can just, spam an aerial on your shield. And it's more that the aerial itself, you can't punish the initial aerial, but you can punish, if you can read what they're going to do next, you can almost always punish that, right?
Yeah, usually people pick the same option because they're like, oh, there's no landing leg, so I'm just gonna do this exact same thing. Well, and also, I do aerials on shield all the time, and I get bodied, so I don't.
Yeah. It's like, for instance, Wolf's Fair is a good example of a move like this, where the Fair itself is safe,
right? If
you space it, but if, for instance, if you wait for a bit, you're just gonna get hit. And but you can dash back, you can jump after. But if they read that option, they can punish it. Melee Sheik is a lot like this too, where her her auto cancel Fair is safe, but it's whether she F tilts, grabs, jabs after that, which makes it a little different.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely something to look out for is what your opponent does after they do their super safe option. Instead of just trying, because I think people are still in Smash 4 mode, oh, he did this, so I can just, shield grab it.
Yeah, you see Thunder's trying to force himself in a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's putting a little more urgency in his play, and
I thought he was super
almost
dead.
Has to, yeah, me too. But it was only a yellow. Now, all right, he's got the purple on deck though. He decided to go with down air for that.
Yo, if he makes this back, he's a legend. If he down smashes him and then down smashes him at 60 again,
Yeah, it's still possible. As long as you're alive, you have a chance, but
yeah, dude, you just have to play perfect. Close. Yeah, it's looking pretty over, but all it takes is another one of those fair back air confirms. He's at the percent where that will work. So.
He does have a blue. He gets the grab, and that's it. So we saw DKbill actually throw the Pikmin that was in front of him just to get rid of it so that he could bust out the blue and get the grab. As soon as I saw that blue, I'm like, oh, it might be over.
Okay, so who do we have on next? The losers top 8 qualifiers.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I see people sort of milling around. I think Silver might be up next soon. Silver got knocked into losers by Spencer earlier.
That was so sad. He just rolled back and got flare blitzed at 6.